Hello everyone, my name is deepakgautam and you are watching DGX. This is password generator. I have created this application on Windows 11 machine and it will work on Windows 11 and also on Windows 10 and Windows 7. This application generates a complex password which you can use for signing up on online websites and online accounts. In this application there are four characters that define. First character set is the numbers, next is small capital alphabets and capital alphabet, then last have the special symbols. Then here I have defined the password length. You can define how long the password should be, and next this is the quantity of password, like how many password you will need, like 5 or 10. And this field your password will be generated, and this button is used to perform the application. For example, like I want the password for 20 length and the password quantity, let's set 1, and character sets like select numbers only, like I want the password numbers only. When you hit the generate password, it will generate a single password, quantity is 1 and its length will be 20. So when you keep on hitting this password generate button, it will randomly generate the different password which you can use for using. Simply double click on the password, right click on it and hit the copy button. You can use 2 or more character sets at once. Like for example, I want the password in small alphabet and capital alphabet, and this time I choose the quantity like 5. See, it will generate 5 different password. Each have the password length of 20 characters. If you choose all the 4 character sets, it will generate the most complex password. You can choose any password length and copy as per need. Simply click here in the region, right click on it, click select all. It will select all the password and right click on it, copy, cut, whatever you want to choose. You can also use a shortcut key like Ctrl Alt, Ctrl X, Ctrl V to paste. Also there are different checks are defined. Like if no password character set is selected, password length not defined and password quantity is not defined. So when you click the generate password button, it will say the password length is not entered, so password length is necessary. To click on the OK button to close this pop-up, and the next pop-up is password showing that the password quantity is not entered, so password quantity is also required. Like you have to enter 1 for single password, you cannot left it blank. Now this pop-up is showing that the no character set is selected. For character sets is must to select at least 1. Now you have defined the password length 15 character. When you use this, it is now showing the password quantity is not entered since we have the length. Let's keep the quantity 7. Now this is when the password character set is not selected. So you have to select at least 1 character sets. When you hit the generate password, it will generate a password. 50 character and 7 quantity. You can use any password. Now I'm going to explain its coding sections. This is the design portion of the application, and this is its coding section. This is the label for heading purpose. This is another label, and this is the four checkboxes for setting the character sets. This is the label, and this is the input box for taking the input. This is a rich text input box for storing the output. This is the button for executing the application. Now it's coding section. Now when you hit this password generate button, this command goes to this function button when clicked. Now in this there are 4 different strings are defined. Digits for storing the digits, small character sets, capital character sets, special character sets. Now this are the password character string. This will hold the character sets which has been chosen for getting password. Like if you choose the two different character sets here, 1 and 2, then it will only store these two values in this string. And this is for the password character length, and this is for password quantity. And these are the 3 different flags are defined for checking if character sets length and password quantity is set or not. Initially these all are set to false. Now when you click this button, execution will start from here. It will start executing, set all this string, then set these variable to default value. It will set the password, it will set the false value to all these boolean flags. Then it will come to this if flag. Now what will happen if you have selected any of these checkboxes? This if block will check, like if checkbox 1 is checked. If it is true, like you have selected this checkbox, then it will return it true. If condition will true, it will set the character string 2 digits. Here I have used a plus and equal to equal and assignment operator. Like it's in initial value, assign this digit value, this one. So if this is true, then password character string will hold the digit password, and it will change the flag password to true. Similarly goes with all the character sets. It will set the small character as well as capital character sets. All have the statement like flag true. Like if you have selected only one, like if you have selected only the capital character sets, then this will get executed. So this will tell if any one character set is sets or not. Now this if block is for this input text box, password character length, text box 1 text and length. This text box, it will get its length. Like if it is empty, then it will return to 0. Then this statement will be false. Like if you have left this text box empty, no value is there, then this will return the false. Then this if block will not get executed, and will execute this. That tries to give this pop-up password length is not entered. Like when you have left this empty and hit this password, then it will show the error message that password length is not entered. Okay, so you have entered any value here and it must be 1 or greater than 1, then only this section will get executed. And what section will do now, if take work any if here you have provided any value, then this will return the true, because it will checking the length of the input value. It can be whether alphabet or number. It will take both the values. Now it will come inside this if block. It will define a len variable. Now it will try to parse the value of this text box. It will take the value of text and it will take the value from here, store it to len variable which is defined here. It is the integer type and it will pass this value as integer. So what will happen if you have entered like a character like other than numbers, like a special symbol or length and alphabets, then this parsing will not return the true. Okay, this will return the false and parsing will fail because it's not a number, and here integer is used, integer int or try parse. So it will come to this else block and it will show the wrong password length, like where the error is. This is not correct, and it will show that the password length cannot be string or character, and this is only happen when you enter the character or a string, character or the symbols. So you have to enter a number. So basically this block is for the checking the whether its input is number or not. If it is not number, then this if else block get executed and you will show the error. Now suppose you have entered the number like 1 or 7 or 10, then it will come inside this if block, because this is statement is 2 and the value of length is stored in this variable. You will get the password length here in len variable. Now it will check the if len is a integer variables, but you are not sure it is positive or negative. So it will check for the its length, its value for if it is negative or not. If it is a negative value, then it will show this message: the password cell cannot be negative. Like you have entered a -5, so -5 cannot be the length, so it's a wrong input. So it will check for the negative numbers. If number is not negative, then this block will not get executed and you will come to this block. Now this block will set the password length. This is this variable defined here, password length. It will set the value of len, which comes from this input box, to this password length value. Here you finally got the password length value, and this is the flag. It is setting that you have got the password length successfully, so it's turned the length flag true. So this is all for the code for the password length, this block. Next we have got for the quantity, this text box. Now here it will work same like password length. It will get the length of the input value here. If it is not empty, then you will definitely get the some length. If it is empty, then this if block will not get executed and come to else part. Else part will show that the password quantity is not entered. If you left this blank and hit this button, then it will show this pop-up message that quantity is not entered. If any quantity is entered here, then it will enter this if block. Any value like you have entered the characters or symbols, it will comes inside this block. Now what here is done, here I have taken the variable qty. It will hold the other quantity value. Now similarly here also is try to pass the value inside this text box too. This will pass this value as integer value and store it in qty variable. So this block will try to pass the whatever value it has into the integer or numbers. So if it fails, like it will, if it get the false, then it will come to the else part. Else part will show the message wrong password entered, or sorry, wrong password quantity entered. Like suppose that you have entered the any character like alphabet or special symbol which can't be the password quantity. So it will come this, it will show the this error message that quantity cannot be a string character. It will require a number, positive number. So it is checking if quantity is a number or not. So if it's a number, then parsing will return the true. This if block will get the true, and also along with that this will change the value, pass this value as integer and store in qty variable. You are now inside the this if block. You have successfully got the value. Now if it will check if quantity is less than or 0 or not. If less than 0, like you have entered the negative value here like -5 or -2, then this if block will get executed. This shows that the entered number is negative number and which is not the quantity. The quantity is a positive number, so it will show this error message like this string like password quantity, wrong password quantity, like for message for this input section, and password quantity cannot be negative, enter a positive number. So this will check if number is negative or not. If negative, this will show this error message. Okay, now next this statement is set the password quantity qty value to the password quantity to this variable. Along with that is also set the flag true, like it got the password quantity variable successfully. Now you will get the password quantity successfully. So this code section is for the password quantity. This text box to input text box 2. This whole section for the password quantity. Okay, next. Now here we have the this if section. It will check for the all three flag definable. This is the character flag for checking character sets is defined or not. Like if any of this is true, then it will change this character flag to true. So it means that any one of this character set is selected. And this is the length flag. This will check if password length is set or not. And this is quantity flag. It is check that quantity is true now. If all these are true, then you will get inside this section, inside the if any one of these is false, like here and operator is used, and is used when you want all the condition need to be true, like it's a boolean operator. So all these condition need to be true to finally get the true output. That's why we have used the AND here. Now suppose that you have not selected any of this character set, but you have defined the password length and password quantity, then this character password will be remain false, because initially it is defined as false, character set false, and you have not selected any of these checkboxes. Then these 4 if will not get executed, because it will get the false here. Checkbox 1 is checked, it will get the false here. So these 4 will not get executed because you have not selected any one of these. So this flag will remain the false. If it remain the false, then this is false, like this is 0 and this is 1 1, so this section will not get executed, you will get the else part. Similarly go with this flag, quantity flag and length flag. Like if this you have not get inside to this code, this flag will not get set to true, it will remain the false as defined here initially. So you are now this also you will due to this also you will get into the else block. Now what else block do? Else block, here we have showing that character set is now selected. Select at least one character set. Now this inside this else block, like if any one of these have the false, and you will come inside this else block. Now for error message for length flag and quantity flag is defined above. So when you reach to this statement, then it's a sure shot that you will always get this length flag and quantity flag true or 1. If you not get the true or 1, then you will already get the error message. Okay, so when you have reached to till this code, then this means that you have already got this length flag and quantity flag true. So if blocks executed and you get the false comes to the else part, then it's a sure that a quantity flag is the reason for coming to this section. That's why now that's why I will only check this character flag. Now character flag, you check if any one of the character is not selected, then it will show the message that character sets is not selected. Select at least one character. Because you have got the length flag true and quantity flag true, and error for these two are defined above. Only character flag is not true, that's why only define the message here. Now suppose you have selected any one character set, password length defined and quantity defined, you will successfully come inside this if block. You are inside this if blocks. This is a string valid chars, it will hold the password character string which is selected from this character sets above. It will hold the valid character password. This is object of random class. This is array of characters of password length. This one, like how long your array should be, password length. And this is the string password, it will hold the final output for this section. Now this is the for loop. There are two for loop. First it will goes from 0 to password quantity. Here quantity, like how many times or how many number of password you want. Okay, if you define the quantity 1, then this will loop, or this inside section will run for 1. If you define the quantity like 5, then this section will run this code for the 5 times. Okay, this will for the password quantity. Then inside this is for password length. And now what will happen here? Here we have the character. It is taking the value from valid characters which have the value from this password character string. We got the values from this password character set, this 4 different password character sets. What happens, it will randomly choose the characters, like is from 0 to valid character, like this password dot length. This is a loop. Now you are inside this for loop. This will start from 0 to password length. It will run up to the length of the password. Now here this is a character not for 0, like it start from 0, like it's 0th position. What will happen? This is the string and this is indexing block. Start from here to here. Now inside this you have given the index. This is random variable dot next. It will pick the next characters and it will define from 0 to this length. This is valid character. Valid char get the value from the password character string. Like you have selected 2 or more, like you have selected all 4 or any one, so it will combine all those and get the total length. So what will happen, it will choose from 0 to, like it will choose from 0 to the length of the total characteristic, It will choose the any characters from this and place it at the 0th position of these characters. Now in next loop, this j will get 1 if we check the password length is less than this, j is less than the password length, and then in next position again it will simply choose us any character between this 0 to the whole character string and place it at 1st position. Now third time will run at index 0 to j will get 2. It will choose any one character randomly from that defined character string and place it at index 2. Similarly, it will pick one character randomly from this whole length and place it at position, and this will run for the password length, this one. So basically what it will run, it will pick up the password, it will pick up the character randomly. Suppose that valid character this is the string. Now what will happen is, see this, for example this is the valid char. This will pick any character from this randomly because of this random dot next and place here in characters and its index. Suppose it will run for the first time. This will j will 0 at 0th position, like this is char. Like for 0, so it will randomly choose because of this random dot next. It will choose any one character randomly. Suppose it will choose j, it will place here at j. What it is a 0th index. Next time it will get to the this value of j will get to 1. Now for j is for one index, it will again choose any character randomly from this. Suppose it will choose at the rate and place here at the rate. Now next time it will j give it a 2 second position, like 0, 1 and 2 second position. It will randomly choose any character from here, so that we choose e and place it here. So what is doing, this random.next is looping over this string and selecting any character randomly from it and placing here in this array, characters array, and this will run for its password length. Basically it will generate this length password. This will generate this character equal to the length of the password. Now this rich text box, this is a rich text box. It will change its text section to the password. Here we have the password, and one more thing, when this whole looping is done to the password length, it will run for the password length and it will get all the characters equal to the password length inside these characters. Now here, this is the array of characters. So you have to convert this characters array into the string. So here I have defined this new string. It's defining an object new string and pass the value of character array. So it will convert this array into the string. Okay, this will convert this into the string, and here we find a new line. Suppose that you have the multiple password, it will place each different password in the different lines. And here addition assignment operator is used. So this variable password will have the list of the all password generated here, because quantity is defined, so it will be more than one. It will depend on this value, this type of password quantity. So this password will have the output. Now it will set the string to the this text box text. So here we will get the output. This is till here you will get the execution. Now again, this is if part. This will get executed only when all these are true. I have already explained this else part when executed due to the any condition, any flag is false. Okay, this is the execution of this button, this one. When you hit this button, it will done this execution and generate password here. Now there are also different couple of things like this close button, extra close button. You have got this close button and this close button here. So when you hit this close button, this will execute application.exit. It will exit from this application. Now this in help section, here we have the about and guide. When you hit the about section, this string will be shown. Here I have defined the name of the application, my name, my GitHub URL, my portfolio URL, and my YouTube channel URL. So when you hit this help and about section, it will show this string. It's a simple string. Addition assignment and pass to this message.show. It will show as a pop-up. Now this is for the guide section. Here it is simple guide like how to use, like you double click on the password, copy the password. Simple. Now these four are defined for the right click functionality for here, for context menu for here. When you right click on here, context menu will open. This context menu is too. When you right click here, this context menu will open. This for select all, copy, cut and paste. So coding for them context menu strip is defined here. This is for select all. It will select all the content of this text box and execute this function. So when we right click here and hit this select all, it will select all the content of this one. Okay. Now this is for the copy. It will select the read bar dot selected text. Like you have to hit the right click on it and select all. So it will select all the content. So you will get a selected text, or you have selected any particular text. It will get the read bar dot selected text. So you will get whichever text you have selected, and it will set that text to the clipboard. So it will set this value to your clipboard. Okay, whenever you do the copy or section, or any value you will store in your clipboard section. Next, this is cut. Just like this copy section, it will do the same. but at the end it will set the reach text box to the 0 or empty, you can say empty string assigned to here. Like for if you select all the text and hit copy button, it will execute this as simply copy. Okay, for this cut section, it will do the simply copy button, but after that it will assign this rich text box like this region to the empty string. So it will simulate the behavior of cut option, like you have to cut the text from that section. Now this is a paste button. What will happen? It will assign this rich text box like this region to the value from clipboard. So it will get the value from clipboard to get text. It will get the values from the clipboard and paste it here, this rich text section here. So this is the functioning of this password generator application. So coding section is done. Now I am showing the application last time. Now these are the execution file. When you double click on it, it will run the application. Now here you can, this is the close button. When you hit on it, application get closed. You can close from here also. This is my logo. This is the help button. When you click on it, there are two more options. About section is showing the title of the application, my name, my GitHub URL, my portfolio URL, and my YouTube URL. This is deepakgautamx YouTube URL, and this is the guide. We'll be showing how to use the password. Like I'll copy paste stuff. Okay, when you have not selected any of the character sets, password length not है, password quantity not है, and you hit the generate password, it will show this pop-up error that password length is not entered. You cannot left this field empty. Okay, and also password quantity not entered. You cannot left this empty. No character set selected. Yeah, you have to select at least one character. These all four errors are showing, and it will not done the any execution here. So suppose that I have defined the quantity as this TTT. So when you hit on it, it will say the wrong password length. Password length only, like this error, what is password length, and password length cannot be string character. You have to enter the positive string. You have to enter the password number. Now suppose that I have entered the negative number. Password length is negative. So when you hit it, it says that wrong password length. Password length cannot be negative. You have to enter the positive value. Password length set. Now click on the generate password. It's showing the password quantity not entered. You have to enter the quantity. Similarly, you have entered the string here. So it is showing the quantity cannot be string or character. Symbol will also not work. You see, cannot be string or character. Now quantity is, let's say, 5. Now it is showing that no character set is selected. Select at least one characteristic. Like you have to select at least one characteristic. You cannot left it blank. That way it should be. Now when you click on select the one character, select any one character and hit password length is defined, quantity is defined. Generate password will generate the password, 5 different passwords. And when you repeatedly hit this button, it will generate each time generate the different password. You can see that the password is keep on changing. For the most complex password, you have to select all these 4. And for using, you have to select this password. Right click on it, hit the copy. Password will copy and use it. Or right click on it, or select this password and use the Ctrl+C button to get the copy, or Ctrl+X to cut that password and use it wherever you want to use. So this is the review of my password generator application. Now for using this application, you have all these files. I will share the GitHub link for this file. What you have to do is simply download these files and try to run it. So now step for downloading the password generator application. I have uploaded the application on my GitHub account. This is my GitHub account. I will provide the URL for this. Also you can access it by github.com/deepakgautam and head over the repositories. Then click on the first repository, password generator. So you will on this password generator repository. Now here I have created a release. Now click on the release. Now here under the asset, this is the initial place with version 1.0.0, and under the asset here we have find the password generator .zip file. Click on the zip file to download it. Now open the folder. Yes, so now this zip file had been downloaded, password generator.zip. Right click on it and extract. Now here you can see all the file necessary for running this application. Double click on the password generator.exe file to run this application. You will see this pop-up warning from the Windows Defender Smart Assistant. Basically this warning is shown because publisher is unknown, but it is safe to run. Double click on it and click on more info, then run anyway. Now application will run successfully. Now from here you can start using it. Very simple. Upgrade password. Yeah. This is right section, this is about section, GitHub URL, YouTube URL. So this is my password generator application. Hopefully you all will try this. All the feedback are welcome. Must try and give the feedback how you like it. So this is the demo of my project password generator. Thanks for learning and thanks for watching. See you next.